Welcome to World of Warships Legends with Red Surax. Today we're going to be looking at the Atlanta, the Destroyer Hunter Killer. With so many Atlantas coming out now that it's for sale in the store for Premium XP, I figured we'd take a better look at it now. This is the Atlanta B, which is exactly the same as the regular Atlanta. It has 8 turrets, 2 guns per turret, with a 5-second reload time, with a standard firing range of 12 kilometers, 5% chance on fire. It also has torpedoes, not great torpedoes because they only have a 4.5 kilometer range. It has surveillance radar, sonar, and a damage control party. It has a standard concealment of 11.4 kilometers with an air detectability of 7.2 kilometers. This is a look at the Atlanta B in the port. As you can see, I'm using Norman Scott. I'm also running a single flag on all but the final flag, which I used to extend the range. I'm doing something new with my editing today, so if you like it, leave a comment below. We also have the regular Atlanta here, and I'm using the same setup for now. I plan on in the future going to Kinkaid on the American light cruisers. Today we're using Norman Scott, and he's level 15 with 2 legendary ranks, and his base trait is directed impact, precision of cruiser main guns, plus 4.25%. In his first slot, we're using a Burn It Down XXL, increase the chance of HE causing fire by another 2%. In the second slot, we're giving an igniter, increase the chance of causing a fire with your cruiser's main or secondary HE shells by another 3%. And we're using Punch Through in the third slot. AP shell damage is up and penetration. This is mainly for the heavy cruisers. In the fourth slot, we're using Fixated, where the precision of the main guns is up by 3% and the dispersion of the main batteries is down by 3%. And for his legendary perk, we're using Refill Station because the Atlanta just needs a little bit faster guns by 5%. For his first inspiration, I'm using Charles Madden Aim and Fire, which allows faster reload and faster turning of the turrets. And for the second inspiration, I'm using Nikolai for range of guns being up 5.4%. And our first mod is going to be Aiming Systems Mod 1, giving our dispersion a little bit more and our torpedo traverse more. In the second mod, we're using Steering Gear Mod 2, which I'm probably going to be changing to Propulsion Mod 2. In our third slot, we're using Steering Gear Mod 3, and it could be equally said to use the concealment mods as well. This gives us a hit pool of 27,500 with only 85 millimeters of armor at the thickest points, paper armor. The guns now fire out to 13.1 kilometers with a reload time of 4.6 seconds. HE fire chance now is 10%. We also have torpedoes that only have a 4.5 kilometer range at 65 knots. Maneuverability, not too bad, 33.5 knots with a 4-second rudder shift time. Concealment is 11.4 kilometers and 5.2 while firing in smoke. And let's take it into battle. Today I am in a division with Afrojax and Cynic Cyanide. And we take a look at the team list and we see that we are in a tier 7 battle, and I am in a paper ship. But we are on the A cap, so I'm going to rush the A side. There is a destroyer on each team, and my primary job is to counter destroyers. And then afterwards, pester the hell out of battleships if we can get away with it. So at this point, this is where the concealment mod might be better than the double steering gear mods, because if I were to have had the mod in place, I wouldn't be spotted here in a second and take the pain that I'm about to take. I'm looking back at my teammates and I see that Cynic is heading the other direction, but Afrojax has my back. And we're about to be spotted, and there it is. And of course, now luckily the Iowa just fired, but everything else over here is about to take a punt at me. And with this paper armor, it's gonna hurt. As we come in, here come the shells. I turned, but I took it in the engine. Second set of shells, and that didn't feel too good, so I repair. Now the base is being captured, ACAP, and I didn't see anything, so it has to be a destroyer. And I'm going to come around the corner here, and we're going to look for them. And of course, we're going to use our radar here. Now, as I come around the corner, I'm waiting to get spotted. And as soon as I get spotted, that's when I know that I'm in detection of him, and I'm going to pop my radar. And we're going to see what we're going to see.
Surprise, motherfucker!
And now we start firing at him. And we're going to give him all kinds of problems here. So he's going to turn. He's going to pop smoke. And he's going to say,
"Screw you guys, I'm going home."
And off he goes. So he's smoking up. Nice. Radar just ran out, so I lose him on the radar, but I start firing on the Helena here. I know I have the Helena to my side, so I'm trying to keep flat to him. And he's got bigger guns than I have. Now I'm taking shots from the destroyer in his smoke. I know I have the destroyer to my side, and I'm surprised I'm bouncing as much as I am. I'm putting all kinds of fire on the Helena at the time, and he's giving it back just as good. Took out a gun right there, and got another fire. My teammate puts some paint on the Helena. Ooh, survived this. I get out of this with a good trade. I get the kill, heal everything up, and there we go. We've got the lightning within detection range, so we just start pumping it into the lightning. This is the job I've got to do. Get the destroyer out of here. Now my battleship is good to go. I am spotted, and I look back and this Iowa's about to push me, but unfortunately the Helena took out my torpedo launcher on this side. Got sonar up, see the torpedoes coming in to my teammate who is behind me. We're capping this base. Of course, the Iowa doesn't know I don't have the torpedo launcher on this side, so he is being a little more cautious. But I'm going to play circle, circle, get away from this Iowa because my teammate is telling me he is targeting me. Leon is looking the other direction. Jean Bart is looking in the other direction. So I'm just going to put some shots out on these gentlemen to see if I can't get any fires going. We have the base captured with an assistance by our teammate Afrojax. See if I can't get a fire going here. Again, these are glass cannons. They got lots of guns, but they cannot take a pounding. So when you get in and you knife fight, you have got to be quick about it. And the biggest thing is taking out the destroyers. The Atlantas are basically large destroyers. They have just a little more armor than the destroyers do. Now I'm looking at the Iowa and I'm circling this Iowa and I'm thinking, what am I going to do to this Iowa? If I come around and he gets the secondary guns on me, he could hurt me with secondaries. I come around and then you can see torpedoes coming in at the Iowa from my partner who is driving a Scharnhorst. And he's looking to get the torpedoes in, he misses. And I'm thinking, okay, he's bow tanking each other, and then surprisingly, it looks like I'm retreating, but I'm not. My partner said he was going to ram him. And I turned away because there's no need to worry about it. There went the ram, but the Iowa survived. Son of a bitch. So I get the hell out of here. I get the guns turned around just in case he comes around so I can set a fire to him. And then, of course, he's taken out by our Iowa, which is good news. So now I start getting my guns trained around to see what I can possibly get into over here. And we're looking for the Leon. Try and get a fire set on him from long range. Get that plunging fire down with the 5-inch shells. That's what these are. They're 5-inch shells. They're the same shells you get on the Fletcher and the Kid. You just get lots of them. And we got the fire. We're burning the Leon away. Trying to get some more in on him. Very long range. You can, at max range, get 3 salvos of shells into the air. So it is very hard. There we go. We got the fire that burned down the Leon. At max range, it literally is just almost impossible to be really good at firing your shells at ships at range, because by the time they get there, they could be in the next postcode. I'm not going to get anything on the Kutuzov. He's just out of my range. And the last ship is right here. This is a very quick game. I really just wanted to demonstrate the use of an Atlanta and how you need to get in and fight with it real quick. It is a class cannon after all. And we will be seeing a lot of these, especially with the release of the Flint coming up. And the Flint is virtually an Atlanta. It's an Atlanta that has smoke instead of radar. And it has longer torpedoes, almost double the range in the torpedoes, making the torpedoes actually viable more than they are in the Atlanta. So the Flint should be coming out very shortly, and I'm looking forward to getting it, in all honesty. I think a Flint, Atlanta, Belfast grouping with a decent destroyer out there spotting could be a very deadly setup. And we're coming in on the Sinop, and we're trying to get the Sinop down. Now we're open water, and we can see he's firing. He's turning his turrets towards me, and I'm firing on him at long range. And I probably need a little more lead here. He's got torpedoes inbound. The guns are facing my direction. I'm waiting for him to fire, and we did get him, so I had the lead right now. He fired. I'm turning my ship, and there go the shells. No damage. That's why I'm a better open water captain, in my opinion, than I am an island hugger. And I fire on him, get him going, and we take him down. Now we'll take a look at the post-battle results screen, and we did 48,000 damage. Nothing great. 116 hits with our main battery guns. Grossed a little over 500,000 damage. Top of the leaderboard with 3 kills. 2,600 base experience. And when you get the final results, we took home just under 500,000 credits with single booster flags across the board. I appreciate you joining me. Hope to see you on the next one. Bye.